You're listening to All That with Nikkie and Cat,
a podcast featuring real stories from real people who are real relatable.
Our goal is to bring you entertainment, knowledge, and an inside look on topics in line with health, wellness, and personal growth.
Tune in every Tuesday to join us on our journey. Let's get real. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP?
What up, y'all?
Sorry, that song has literally been stuck in my head all day.
I don't want to talk about it. Actually, I do, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So it's episode 8, y'all.
Woohoo!
2 months in, riding deep with us. We thank you for your love and support. So we're 2 full months worth of episodes in. So this week was a little bit different than all of the other episodes that we did. Right down to the intro, because can we talk for a second about how weird it is that we're drinking coffee right now?
Yeah. It's like, I don't even know. When you were like, oh, do you want some wine? I'm like, And you're like, kind of want some coffee. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think we're like, I don't know, I'm torn right now because I'm really love summer. I'm a summer child, and I'm really going to miss the warm weather, but I also really love fall.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So I think that we're, like, super pumped for fall. So we're like, let's just sit in the house on a weeknight and drink coffee at 8 p.m.
No, I've never really been a summer person. It's way too hot. You literally can't even sit outside and just enjoy it without sweating.
We have been on quite the hot streak here. So.
Yeah, that's what I love fall.
Yeah. Well, this coffee's weird, but anyway, so just talking about changing it up. This week we actually had a girl chat episode. So we've kind of been throwing around the idea since we started. It was one of our first ideas. But we kind of wanted to pick carefully. We wanted to pick people that were different than us, but also people that we knew would be open and have a good conversation. So we had 2 guests with us this week. We had my older sister, Sarah Marth, on. She is in her mid-30s, 2 kids, married. So she's definitely lives a different lifestyle than Nikki and I, be it that she's a little bit older than us. She's got 2 kids. She's been a mom for over a decade. So totally, completely different than Nikki and myself. And then our second guest was Keek, Kienna Gherardini. She is 20 years old, 20 years young, no kids, just got in a serious relationship for less than a year. She's moved around a lot, whereas Sarah hasn't. So they're complete opposite sides of the spectrum. So we just figured it would be a really well-rounded recipe for a nice girl chat convo. So how do you think it went?
I think it was really good. I like that we had 3 different ages. So we got the mindset of, a 30-year-old, and then our age who are not quite 30 yet, and then a young
spring chicken. Yeah. And Keek, oh my God, she was so much fun. She was made the podcast.
Yeah.
I sat down and she just starts interviewing Sarah, and I was like, all right, Keek, sure. I'll sit back and watch the conversation unfold. So it was really cute. She was definitely a go-getter in making sure that the conversation stayed flowing.
Yes, I agree.
So that was really cool. So let's jump right into our perks and peeves of the week. So, Nikki, do you want to go first? What's your perk, Brad?
Sure. A perk of mine this week is that I leave for vacation tomorrow. Yes. And
I was kind of excited but kind of crying.
Yep, I'm going to Florida and Disney World and all of that fun stuff. So I'm super excited. I'll be gone for a week. So it's a much needed getaway.
I'm going to be in her luggage. So.
I think I tell you that like maybe once a day.
Yeah.
Do you want to just get in my luggage and no one will ever know?
Speaking of, she's got to tell you about her peeve because as much as she's been telling me that she's going to take me in her luggage, she's like, you might as fucking well. So what's your peeve of the week?
My peeve is kind of goes hand in hand with the whole vacation thing, but my peeve is overpriced luggage.
Tell him, girl.
Oh my God. Like, it's already like kind of sad that you have to pay to take your clothes with you. But you also have to pay on the way there and on the way back. So it's just super pricey. And then you can't even go over a certain amount of pounds. So like, what the fuck? Because not only do you have to limit your clothes and stuff, but also like, what if you get souvenirs and stuff?
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that like sucks about traveling.
Yeah. Because like, you can they let you have like a free carry-on or whatever, but even that has to be a certain size or whatever. Yeah. Like, I get it, but at the same time, it's just annoying.
Nick and I feel like every time we kind of like chance it, we're like, we're going to say that it's our carry-on because if you get to the gate and it's too big, they check it for you. For free. So, so that's just my like scumbag advice of the day. Because that's happened to us twice. But what irritates me about it, though, is the plane, like, you're paying for your seat.
Right.
And
those aren't cheap either.
The plane is going to a certain destination regardless of if the bottom of the plane is full or not.
Right.
It's still, that space still exists. So, I mean, I feel like there does have to be a limit.
Yeah.
I feel like there should just be a limit, though. Not like, we're going to charge you out the ass and...
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah. No, I totally understand.
That space still exists. The plane is going to its destination with or without the luggage. So I feel like... I don't know. It should be included. It's
and
weird.
I definitely agree that they literally were like, it has to be this amount or we're charging you an extra like $20 there and back.
$2 million.
So what's your perk?
Okay, so my perk, so we just had a new moon last week. So I've been using my new moon my new moon journal that I got from Spirit Daughter. It's not like a sponsorship or anything like that. I wish. That would be super dope. Totally open to it, by the way. Anyways, so I got these things online from a company called Spirit Daughter, and they're new moon journals, and they are super dope. They tell you all about like the astrology part of it, so like where the stars are, all that good stuff, exactly why the moon is in that spot and what it means like for your energy levels and stuff like that. It goes into like the zodiac sign part of it. It tells you like your different moon scopes, what like crystals are cool for that time, like how to set up spaces for like exercise during that time, because I am big into like the energy that the moon gives to you. Something that somebody said to me, or I heard it on a podcast or something, about like the tides, and I mean it's scientific that the moon controls the tides.
Right.
Now if the moon can control that big of a body of water, and we agree that that's scientific fact, well, our bodies are made up of water, so it's like how can you ignore that the energy from that, you know what I mean,
Right.
Can affect you. I don't know, it's always been kind of weird to me, but it tells you like just everything, the exercises to do, but more so or less with the new moon in general, like completely like astrology aside. So if you're completely not interested in that at all, whatever, it's cool to me that the new moon journal not only has the new moon, but it has like the quarter moons and the full moon. So it really has you reflect throughout the month by the phases of the moon, of course, but I still think it's really cool for you to check in, you know, quarterly throughout the month on what what you're wanting to get better at in life.
Yeah.
So it's like you take that time out 4 times a month to just reset yourself, make sure you're still on track, reward yourself for any small victories, and make sure that you're set up and still staying on track. I think it's really cool. Like, yes, it's the moon, and that's a little too woo-woo for people, but still I think it's cool that it gives you the space to reflect 4 times a month on where you want to go and your goals and stuff. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So it's only like $6 a month for a subscription, and you get a digital copy and mailed a paper copy, and it's like really nice quality. Like the book feels like butter. Feel it. So like it feels really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like
so
these
smooth.
cute little books, and there's like journal spots in there for you to journal throughout the whole month. And it's totally worth $6 just to like take the time to reflect on where I want to be, what I'm doing to work towards where I want to be. Just check in with myself.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
that's good to do.
Yeah, $6 well spent, if I do say so myself. Plus, it helps further my knowledge of astrology, because I'm still like fairly beginner stages with like really diving into it. So I think it's really cool that I get that little astrology lesson and rant. Sorry that my perk was so long. So instead, I should tell you my peeve, and you can listen to me bitch about something for a second. My peeve isn't so much like bitching, but this week a coworker of mine ruined like one of my favorite songs from the 90s. Nikki was there too. It like shattered it's like a shared peeve, I guess. It like shattered our perception of the song. So that's why this song was stuck in Nikki's head all week. So it's the OPP song. That sounds like Nikki sang it at the beginning. You know how it goes. I'm not going to sing it because I no longer support that song. But what does OPP stand for? Other people's private parts. So it can be either or, P word, you can pick. But other people's privates. So basically it's about cheating. Like, you down with cheating? Yeah, you know me. And I'm like so upset.
I know. When I heard that, I was like, I think my jaw dropped.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I was like, yeah, you know me?
Right.
Not even like thinking what I was saying. So that broke my 90s baby heart. So that's my perv. That's my peak. I can't speak, apparently. Anyways, that's my peeve. My other peeve is not being able to speak. Anyways, so for some reason, we managed to be booked through October. I don't know why, because I can't speak. But anyways, that's a huge, like, definite shared perk for the show right now, is that we have interviews and guests lined up through our October shows. So it is a good time to be all that with Nikki and Cat.
Yeah.
Because people are riding the waves with us, and I am super excited. We've got some great guests coming on. And they're all so different. They bring a complete different dynamic to the show. So I'm really super pumped for that. Everyone that I'm talking to that we've been going back and forth with is super excited to be a part of it, and we're super excited to have them. So it's going to be quite a few different episodes, but I'm, again, super, super excited.
Can I just say, side note, when you said everyone's riding the waves with us, I don't know why, but that song, Rolling with the Homies, like went into my head, and I just had to say that out loud.
As if. It's one of my favorite movies.
I know.
Ever.
Mine too.
So you want to know what someone wrote us? Well, I mean, do you want to talk about what someone wrote us?
Sure.
So obviously, like, you know what someone wrote us, but someone emailed us, and it like didn't give us any information. They were just like, "Hey, what y'all think about prenups?" and I like didn't know how to respond, but I figured it was an okay topic to talk about on the show. So, what do you think about prenups?
To be honest, and this is totally just my opinion, but I guess I kind of understand both sides, but I don't necessarily agree with them because I feel like when you have someone sign that, you're basically saying you don't really trust them.
Right.
In a way.
No, I totally agree. Like I see why someone would want a prenup. However,
Right.
I could never have one because I could never marry someone with an escape clause already written into my marriage.
Right. That's my point. Like, I totally understand the reason they want to, because people change when they go through divorce or whatever. And like their mindset isn't all there. So like there's a possibility that they would be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to take all this or whatever because you're mad or whatever. Right. But at the same time, I feel like if you're happy and you're, getting married, you shouldn't think in your head, I'm going to have them sign this because one day they could take it all from me.
Yeah, I struggle because, of course, I've talked about it before. I have, like, that old school mentality that, like, what's the point of making those vows if you're already planning on what you would do?
Right.
But at the same time, I still have that, like, 21st century, like, strong female viewpoint of it, too, where it's, like, it's smart because you truly never know.
Right.
I don't know. I struggle because I feel like a lot of people rush into marriage and don't take it seriously, but then a lot of people, like, their lives shouldn't be ruined because they had a poor judgment in a person either. Right. So I see it both ways, but I wouldn't ever marry a man that wanted me to sign a prenup because to me it would be a slap in the face.
Yeah. I agree.
That's my thought on that. All right, y'all. So we talked about a lot of different things in this episode. Again, we had Miss Sarah Marth on, and then we had Keek on. They talked about a bunch of different things. We talked about pregnancy. We talked about boobs a lot. For some reason, we talked everything from, like, the fashion of bras to not wearing bras to breastfeeding. So all things boobs discussed. We talked about relationships. We talked about old age dating versus new age dating. Just lots of cute, fun convos. And everyone opened up. The conversation went really well. I couldn't be happier. I thought that we had a nice, good chemistry in the room.
I agree.
Keek was just this little beam of energy the whole time, and Sarah is definitely wise beyond her years. She's 33, but she's been a mom for over a decade, so she definitely had a great energy and viewpoint to bring to the episode. So this one is a two-parter episode. So this is the first half of our Girl Chat episode. Part 2 will be coming to you on Tuesday the 21st, so definitely stay tuned for that. Again, part 1 of Girl Chat. Enjoy, guys.
It's literally like we're having a normal conversation, but it's just recorded. It's not.
I would have felt more free
honestly,
to talk if my husband wasn't in the other room.
He can't hear you, and they can't come close.
Ooh, true.
But he does have a face.
Because he's not the only one who doesn't listen.
No, here's the thing. Does he listen to the podcast anyway?
No.
Then there you go.
Not that I know of.
There you go.
Does somebody else
What
know?
if he, like,
Does
secretly did?
Does he?
He's our biggest fan. All right, y'all. So it's episode 8. We're on episode 8 now, chugging along. We're like almost 3 months in, right? With preparation and stuff.
Yeah.
We're almost 3 months in now. But anyway, so tonight's episode is a little bit different. We're doing Girl Chat tonight. So no one's in the quote-unquote hot seat. We're not grilling anyone tonight. We just felt like everyone would enjoy hearing a conversation just between 4 very different females. So here tonight with Nikki and I, we have Miss Sarah Marth.
Hi.
And we have Miss Kienna
Oh, you used my full name.
Gherardini.
Gherardini, yeah.
Kienna Gherardini. I didn't say it
Oh,
wrong,
look
but
at
that is
that.
a name.
AKA Keek.
Kiki. Kiki.
Keeks.
All right, so who volunteers to go first? Who wants to tell me about themselves?
Nose goes. That means you go.
We don't know all these Minnesota analogies here.
No.
All right,
I'm-
so Sarah, who are you?
I'm Sarah. I'm 33, I think.
I think 85. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be 34.
Okay. I'm 33. I'm a wife and a mother. Work full time. Sports, that's about it.
Yeah, you're busy from sun up to sundown. All right, so Miss Keek, who is the opposite side of our spectrum here, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am 20, new to Michigan. I have an amazing boyfriend with an amazing family. Work for a great company, and learning myself. Figuring life out.
Absolutely. As are we all, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of us. All right, so a little how we know them. So Sarah is technically my cousin, just to put it out there. But
What
I
does that
refer
mean?
to, well, I refer to Sarah as my sister. I'm sure a lot of people have referred, or have heard me refer to her as my sister. And it usually is just fine, unless like all of a sudden then I'm talking about my aunt, who's my sister's mom, who's my mom's sister. And then everyone's like, wait, I'm sorry, what? And then they think some real stuff went on. But in all reality, she's technically my cousin. Both of our moms were kind of doing the single mom thing for a bulk of our adolescence. So we like shared a bunk bed. We lived in the same house. She's my sister. So that is Miss Sarah. We can hear chuckles and stuff. You can get close. I feel like you're very far away from your mic. Remember that make out with the mic conversation that we had?
We are so close to the microphones right now, it's very uncomfortable. Just letting all the people listening know.
All right, so then that great family of Keek's wonderful boyfriend that she spoke about, that is how we met Keek. Keek is my husband's cousin's girlfriend. But with Nick and I being together since ancient times, Tom was 9 when I met him, so he's
Like a
pretty
brother.
much a little brother to
Yeah,
me. Yeah,
a brother.
I don't want it to, like, I want to reiterate, like, it's not as distant as it sounded.
Yeah, you guys are really, really close. We come
and-
over every weekend.
Yeah, it's so weird because, okay, so how long have you guys been together?
We started dating, technically dating since November. But he asked me, because he's a little scaredy cat, in January.
Okay, which is, isn't that nuts? Don't you feel like you've known Keek forever?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's like I'm just one of the fam. It's
It is,
crazy.
dude.
It's
Yeah, I feel
crazy.
like
It
you've
honestly
had
is.
more conversations with even just you, Sarah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I'm much more closer to you than any of the other girls that come around a lot.
No names though.
Oh, I meant like Vern or all the other girls that show up on
Oh,
Sundays.
yeah. No, I love you guys. I love spending time with you. I hope to get a ring on my finger one day. but-
She's like, I'm trying to be a glutton.
I'm trying to be a glutton, you guys.
I mean, I'm just saying we could use a wedding to go to.
I could. I
Right,
could
right.
definitely use a reason to
Free
dance.
booze,
For
free
real.
booze.
Sorry, y'all. That was an accident.
No,
I
but
forgot.
me and Tom started dating. Our first date we went to the Ram's Horn. So I kind of want to go to
The Ram's
The
Horn.
Ram's Horn, which by the way, for all the people who aren't in Michigan, that's like a Michigan diner, like a Denny's or an IHOP, except
Tell
it
our cat
kinda-
it's like going to Sam's Club.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry, what?
Tell her it's going to Sam's Club.
Oh, that is what Sarah used to call it.
What?
Ram's Horn. Sarah, okay, y'all can just bond about Ram's Horn, because I personally think Ram's Horn is ass. I hate it.
It's not the best.
I
will
hate
say
the
that.
Ram's Horn. I hate it.
Ever.
It's not the best.
Sarah
You
loves
can
it.
definitely find better diner food literally anywhere else.
Tell me
but
a
it's
place
special.
that's open 24 hours
Right.
and have great waitresses
That's true.
that
But
cater to you.
the
at
food
3 o'clock in
is
the morning when you're
so
drunk.
bland. There's nothing special about Ram's Horn. And the only reason why I love Ram's Horn so much is because it's me and Tom's first date.
I guess that gets a pass.
You know what I
don't
mean.
know.
I don't know. I'm alone on that. I
Does
guess.
that mean it's special to us because we go there on Saturdays after we're drunk?
You know Ramshorn is special to you. Don't say us. I try to avoid it.
Keek, little thing you didn't know, I actually met my ex-fiance at Ramshorn when I was 16.
I didn't know you had an ex-fiance.
I did.
Tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me secrets.
Let's take it back.
Tell me secrets, Sarah.
No, he was a bad boy. That
I'm sorry.
That's probably
We've
why you
moved-
liked him so
we've
much.
moved on.
He was a bad boy.
He was a bad boy.
You're really not gonna tell me?
Can we give? Okay, let's use fake names.
Oh, I can use a real. I don't
Oh,
care.
let me know.
Yeah, I
Everybody
want
else
to know
has
what
been
happened.
I want to know. Yeah.
Because wasn't there something with the manager there too?
I don't
Was
know
it the
anything.
same person?
I
I
am
was a
like
young,
baby
naive
to
child.
this
No,
story.
Jason was the dishwasher.
Jason, his name.
Yeah,
is.
you're right.
Okay. What about Jason? What
I always
did he look
mess
like?
with Ryan. I'm like, man, I wish Jason was here.
We
I
dated for
always
like
say
3
that.
years.
Really?
When you have more than one thing on your rap sheet and it's not a misdemeanor, that's bad news. It's time to move on.
Were you in love?
He was my first of many things, so yeah, I guess.
How old were you?
I was 16 when I met him.
Oh, you were a baby.
Yeah, I was actually 19 when we stopped, and I only kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
pushed him completely to the side because of my husband.
You were a baby.
Okay, so I do remember when you first met Ryan, though. And this is the difference of, like, dating then versus dating now. So when did you first, like, start talking to Ryan? What year was it? Because I don't remember. It had to have been 04?
I think so. Emma was born in 06, yes.
You guys
04.
are a year ahead of Nick and I
04.
believe. Okay, so we're at the bowling alley, and I knew that Sarah had a crush on this guy, and I happened to be up there with her. So she was like, "Take my phone," which was super cool because in 04 she had a camera phone. So basically, she was the
A
boss
razor.
ass
I
bitch.
had a
Oh, a
pink
razor.
A hot pink razor.
Oh.
If you had a razor, you were the coolest kid on the block.
Dude, seriously.
Seriously.
No, she was fresh out of high school with a fresh ass razor. You kind of honestly, hello Miranda. Jesus. Anyways. So you were like, take my phone and go down there and take pictures of him. And you made me take pictures of him.
He was
That
cute.
is a good wing woman.
He was
Social
cute.
media wasn't
nobody,
a thing then.
No, nobody would have believed me.
Yeah,
He
so
was
I had
cute
these
as he
like
was.
horrible pictures on a horribly pixelated
Very
phone.
far away.
Very far away because I felt like a creep.
You had to zoom. Really
But
close
she
in.
then
did
you
it for
couldn't
you.
see
That
it
is
even more.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, I was just being a creepy little kid at that point. So in 04, I mean, I was 14.
You didn't care.
No, and as quiet as Ryan is.
Right.
We're talking 3 months of bowling, 3 months every Saturday of seeing him until they brought him to the Moose on a Saturday night where I bartended. He was completely drunk. I was not 21, so I was sober.
Right.
And Baby Got Back started playing. And literally all he did was walk past me, take my hand to the dance floor. to
As you
start
were
dancing.
working.
To start dancing.
Like you were working.
That was
and he
exactly
took
how
your
we
hand.
met.
Wow.
That was it.
But
Conversation sparked
you
up after
guys
that.
were familiarized with each other through the bowling alley, and you never spoke at the bowling alley.
No, we
You
knew
never
who
did.
each other was, but no, never spoke.
Oh wow.
Nope. He actually went to high school with one of my best friends. So she knew about him and would tell me, like, hey, I went to high school with him. He was in the popular group.
We went to high school with Ryan?
I didn't.
Oh.
Amanda Nutter did.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
So
I was like, how did I miss that chapter?
after we were done dancing, she kind of came up to both of us and, hey, do you know Ryan? She's like, you probably don't know me. My name is Amanda. I was a geek in high school, so you probably don't know me.
And we're talking Amanda, like the cute girl.
No,
from
not
the-
Amanda
okay.
Frazier.
Okay,
No.
okay.
No, what I call my wife.
Okay.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah has an Amanda and I have an Amanda.
Yes.
Okay.
Not my
Two
Amanda.
different
Sarah's
Amandas.
Amanda.
Two different
On
Amandas.
board. Yeah.
Yes. But that's it.
Okay.
There's no other backstory.
And it
That
was
is-
just
Yeah,
it
so-
was you just hit it off after that. You were like
we
the
went
rest is
to
history.
an after party when we left the Moose and ended up at Denny's till 5 in the morning with Amanda. It was the three of us until I took him home. And I had to pee really, 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 really bad.
Were you
but
drunk?
No, I was sober.
Okay.
I wasn't 21. But I was
So?
not getting out of the car because
So?
I thought he would think something else was going to happen. So I
Right.
was not about to get out of the car.
Right.
And he's like, really, you can come in and pee. It's okay.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'd
Like,
rather
I'll
pee on
hold it,
myself.
thanks.
Well, he lived with his, like, he was living with his parents at the time.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
so
went
weird.
in, I peed, he tried. I said
He did
no.
try.
Oh,
Oh, I mean,
You
man.
dog.
Come
on
on.
the couch with his parents in the other room. I felt like
Wow.
I was seriously 16 again.
Oh my God.
I bet that felt good though.
But I fell asleep, like we fell asleep
on the couch.
on the couch,
Okay.
completely clothed.
'Kay.
His mother came in, covered us with a blanket, and I felt like the biggest hoe ever. And she loves to tell the story to this day.
Does she? Does she bring it up and hold it against you?
She does.
Oh no.
She goes, I thought you were a skank and you were about to do something on my couch.
Okay, so question for you: Did anybody ask anybody to be his or her girlfriend, or were you guys too old at that point to where you're like, eh?
No, it
It's
was
kind of a
just-
thing.
We hung out almost every day after that, and that was.
And it just happened. No
Yeah.
one asked anybody anything.
He asked me if I was still speaking to my ex,
Uh-huh.
and by the beginning of February, $900 worth of diamonds later at Christmas.
I was literally about to say, I was like, for as slow as he moved that bowling season, it was like as soon as it was the thing, all of a sudden she was like, oh, hey, you know my boyfriend that you met a month ago? Oh, here's my diamond necklace. Here's my diamond earrings.
No,
here's my
diamond ring. Yeah,
Dang.
I got a ring and a necklace for
What?
Christmas.
Do you
Okay.
still have them?
I do, actually.
I
They're-
don't think I've ever seen them. I would have
I've-
asked about it.
I've actually upgraded my ring
Uh-huh.
because
You
it was
upgraded
yellow
your right
gold.
hand ring, right?
Yes, it was white or it was yellow gold.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a past, present, future. So a very tiny version of Cat's wedding ring.
Yeah,
And-
we were like twins for a while.
Yeah, we upgraded so that we could get the white gold, so it matched my wedding ring. And I have it at home. I just can't wear it right now. It's too snug.
Dude, I just had to get my ring size. Not gonna lie. I accepted defeat because I was like, listen, if I don't get this ring size, I'm gonna lose a finger.
I think that's
It
a
is
normal.
not 2013, Kat.
That is a normal thing for women to do. I think
Mm-hmm.
people get their rings resized.
My ring
think you
has been the
shouldn't feel
same
bad about
size.
that.
I've been married 14 years. I have never had my wedding ring resized. It's been the exact same 7.5 for when I bought it.
Really?
Bro,
Still fits,
when I just went and
still
got my
comes
ring
off.
size, I thought it was a 7, and I was like upset. And I went there, and it was a 6.
Oh no!
Do you have you seen my hands?
No,
We've talked
usually
about this
they come
before.
as
My
sevens.
hands are
That's
huge.
the standard size
Yeah.
is a 7.
Yeah, it was a 6.
Oh, you should have been like, yes, kitty bitch.
I didn't know. I thought it was a 7 this whole time, so I didn't feel skinny ever. I just felt fat.
But normally you use your right hand more, so your right hand is usually skinnier,
Yeah.
and that's the one
it
that I had.
exercises.
I had to get resized.
Is
This
it-
one's I've never had to be resized.
Is it awful that I have no idea what my ring size is?
I-
I think that
No, I
is-
feel like a
wear the
lot of
same-
women
the ring
don't.
that they have at the store was always the size I was, and it was
I
size
have
7.
no idea. Like people just know this stuff. I'm like, I have no idea.
No, don't.
Sarah knows a lot of like random mom things that I do not know.
Yeah.
I did not know that until I got my first ring at Christmas. So no, I
Okay.
had no idea what size I wore.
Bro,
I
she
wore
was
hand-me-down
literally-
jewelry that just fit on
Right.
random fingers.
Right.
When she like for like the wedding and stuff, you were dope. You knew fucking everything.
That's compliments of your
Between
mother,
her and my
actually.
mom, I was like, okay, I'll just show up. See you there.
That's compliments of your mother. Spending way too much time with her, baby.
Yeah, for real. Like, okay, our parents. I don't know. It's so weird. 'Cause you're so much like my mom.
No, we should have been born to each other's mother.
Yeah, and I'm so much like your mom. So it's super weird.
That is weird.
So I didn't get
That's
like
crazy.
I didn't get like the
Like you connected more.
I think
With
Kat
the
would be more like her
personality
own
trait.
mother
Okay.
if she had children. I think she would pull some of those traits if she had kids.
Well, no, I see traits from my mom every day. Like sometimes I'll just say something and I'm like, Catherine Ann.
I am my mother's
Yeah.
child.
Jesus. No, but yeah. So do you ever feel like that with yours? Or are you like, I'm like Aunt Dee Dee?
I feel like I'm a loud person, and I get that from her.
Mm-hmm. Your storytelling voice is like your mom's. That was one of the first
Yes.
things that I noticed.
Yes.
When you
I
started
agree.
talking, I was like, wow, she sounds like Doe.
No, I feel like I'm a very loud person, just like her. Which is funny because I always tell her to be, shh, can you tone it down a notch? You're being really loud.
All right, so we heard a little bit about how you, like, what dating was kind of like for you. Like, it was like it had to be in person, right?
Yes.
Which is the exact
Everything
opposite.
there was texting, but no, everything was pretty much in person. There wasn't really
Right.
hey, guess what? I'm on my way over. That's it.
Yeah, Nick and I's phones weren't advanced enough to text when we first started dating. Like, it was a thing. But I had, like, a minute phone. So it would be like, hey, you home? And then he would call me on the house phone.
Yeah. Same with Chris and I.
Yeah, because I was like, I ain't wasting my minutes on you. Call the house phone.
That is so crazy. That's never happened with me ever. I never had that problem ever.
You couldn't be on the internet and the phone at the same time.
Right.
He probably doesn't know what a house phone is.
Ha ha. No, I'm 20, not 6. Come on.
Okay, so you and Tom started dating less than a year ago, weirdly
Yeah.
enough as that sounds.
I
It
know.
feels
So
like forever.
you definitely have 21st century dating,
yeah.
because yours is completely different
Yeah.
than even Sarah's that was 14 years ago. God, that's a long
16.
time. 16 years. Jesus. All right. So how did you and Tom start talking?
Haha, no one judge me. Okay. So
The listeners already know because I shouted you guys out.
I did know that, yeah. Okay. Well, those who don't know, I moved to the state of Michigan on October 17th. And I was so bored.
Oh, that's
let me
Chris's
tell you.
birthday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
October is
moved
a
on his
great
birthday.
month.
Yeah.
Best month ever.
So my girlfriend Harley, I don't drive, so my girlfriend Harley came with me and she drove me all the way to Michigan.
Can we circle back around to that?
What?
To October?
No.
What?
Why don't you have do you have a license?
Oh, no, I never learned how to drive. I know.
That's definitely an interesting fact about Keek. And yes,
Yeah.
we can double back, but don't lose your train of thought.
Okay, where was I? I already lost it.
You were moving.
Okay, yeah, so me and my girlfriend Harley were moving on our way to Michigan October 17th. And so I got all settled in. My parents are amazing. They let me stay with them. Cool. But I was so bored. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any friends. I know no one aside from my immediate family. Like, no one. So I was like, I need friends. Where can I find friends? Okay, I can get a job. I was job hunting. Couldn't find anything. People didn't want me. I went to Pia's. I went to stinking McDonald's. They didn't even want me. I was like, dang, that, like, kind of shot my ego a little bit. No, but I was like, okay, I'll just go on Tinder. And I don't really want anything.
I need a job. I need friends. I'm just going to go to Tinder.
I'm just going to go on Tinder. I need friends. I hope, like, people are, like, understanding that I just want friendships. I don't want anything. Like, I know it's a dating site or a hookup site, but I'm not looking for that. And I just downloaded Tinder, and I didn't know how it worked, so I Googled it because I'm lame.
You downloaded it and then Googled it?
Yeah, I Googled it. And the first person who, like, matched with me, I know that you, like, swipe right if you like them and then swipe left if you don't, or opposite. I don't know. I don't remember. And the first person I matched with was Thomas.
No way.
It was.
Really?
Ever. My very first person I matched
That's
with
some
was
weird
Thomas.
cosmic
That's
shit.
crazy.
It is. It's insane.
Do you know how many people have Tinder in Downriver?
I know.
So many people.
I know. People are horn dogs down here. It's insane. No.
So where did you move from?
Minnesota.
Yeah, so if you ever pick on that,
Ah.
pick up on that, that's where it's from.
It's very faint. It's very faint.
It's getting fainter, unfortunately.
No, till she says soda.
Soda.
Soda. Or
Soda.
hot dish. Let's go up north and eat some hot dish.
What the fuck's a hot dish?
Soda.
Yeah.
It's like a casserole, but you call it a hot dish.
See, it's not the way you say hot dish. It's the fact that you're saying hot dish.
No, anyway, but so he was the first person that matched with me on Tinder, and he didn't message me right away. I matched with other people, and then he was also the first message I got, and he just sent me some weird GIF. I don't remember what the GIF was. I sent him one back, and we just started talking.
What a lame move, Tom.
I know.
Just saying.
What a lame-o.
That's in the same category as the rock on hand.
No, but so we just started messaging. I was messaging other guys on there. I just wanted friendships. I didn't want, like, anything at all. And so I was talking to guys, and I was like, oh, you're kind of cool, you know, whatever. I like you, you know. And I was talking to him, and he goes, I think we should, you know, hang out. Like, I'd love to meet you. I'd love to get to know you. And so I met him. And
At the Ram's Horn.
yeah, so he picked me up, and we met at the Ram's Horn. And if anybody doesn't know Tom, he is so, like, when he's nervous, he gets, like, really loud, really talkative. He wants to be, like, the spotlight. He wants to be the center of attention.
I'm sorry, is that only when he's not nervous or just in general?
That's true. That's true. So it was amplified when I first met. Like, looking back, it was amplified by so much. And I was so quiet. I was like, my legs were crossed. I was like, oh my God, crossed.
My legs were
My legs were crossed, and I was nervous, and I was just like covering my mouth, like smiling at him, like, no, I'm not hungry. Like,
You didn't eat. I was just about to ask you.
I know. I was wondering that too.
no. So he had a salad with chicken on it, and then I had coffee, and that was it.
Coffee.
That was it. And so what's funny about that night was I was supposed to hang out with the other guy I liked on Tinder the next day. I canceled on him. I was like, I really like you. I'm going to delete my Tinder. I want to see where this goes.
Oh,
Forever the
move.
first day?
After, I think it was like a few days. Like, we hung out a few days, and then I deleted it. I was like, I really like you. Like, you're kind of a lot, but I like you. So.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It was weird.
Do you remember him saying that
Yeah.
he had this girl and he was like, I really like her, but I don't know, she's different. I don't know that you guys will, like, I want you
He
to
was like, you
accept
guys are
her."
going to scare the fuck out of her,
Yeah.
is basically what he said.
She's
He
like,
was like,
sweet
can you
and
please
innocent."
behave? Please behave. You're going to scare her.
He's like, I really,
She's
really,
a delicate
really like
flower.
her.
Flower.
Yeah.
No, it was, I mean, I think we moved pretty quickly, considering.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think that the fact that, like, I can tell how strong your guys' bond is, I think that that's what made me, like, easily warm up to you. Plus, like, you're definitely the type of person that, like, you came in and sat right down next to me, actually.
did I? I don't
I
remember
got a
that.
hug when I
Yeah,
walked
I
in.
wonder
I
why
was
you
gonna
don't
say
remember
same
that.
I
here.
got a hug. She says,
Yeah.
Were you here? You were here the day that
I
we
was
first
here
met
when,
Keek,
yeah.
right?
I don't remember any
yeah,
of this.
who remembers how long she lasted? Because I don't think it was that long, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Literally, all right, so you could tell that she was nervous, and I was trying to be a good host, so as a good host would do, I, like, you know, started, like, playing a drinking game, wanted to make sure everyone was active. She's drinking gin, which literally she would have probably never told Tom that she didn't particularly care for gin.
I like it a lot more now because I'm used to it. But at first I was like, okay, I've never had gin before. Like, I don't know what this is. It kind of tastes like pine sol, but it kind of tastes like really good. Like, it tastes good, but like kind of like gross. So I drank all of it. I don't know if you guys remember. And I got
Oh, no, we
Oh, I
remember.
remember.
No, you had
Yeah.
a huge glass.
yeah.
yeah.
Huge.
He says, Keek
And-
drank the entire pint by herself. Where did it go?
I was like,
I
in my
I
toilet.
You did.
You did,
Oh
yeah.
my
You
God.
did.
Literally, the first night that I met you, you were puking in the bathroom like an
Yeah.
hour and a
Yeah.
half later.
I'm so thankful for you because you didn't judge me after
No,
that.
and
I
he
was,
says, oh my God, no, don't judge her. I'm like,
No, he
"Dad,
was
do you
like,
know who you met?
The
Like-
next day he came over because that was a Saturday, and our group does Sundays. Everyone comes over on Sundays. It's like a big shindig, but or medium shindig, whatever. I guess it depends on the Sunday. But anyway, so he came over the next day. He was like, Keek's real embarrassed, guys. You have to be nice.
I thought, I was like, oh my God. Like, after I threw up in Cat and Nick's house. I threw up. The first time I met them, I threw up.
Well, side
that is
note, Keek,
so embarrassing.
the first time that Tom and Nee came over here and drank at Cat Nick's house, they just bought it. I cleaned puke off of the shower
Oh my
curtain and off of
God.
them as they were both
Oh, no.
sitting in the
Awful.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
But
So,
here's the thing. I'm trying to make a good impression on you guys. I'm trying to, like, you know, be all cute and dainty and, like, I'm a nice person. Like me, please. And then I wake up the next morning with a huge hangover. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I can never come and meet these people ever again because they're just going to hate me and they're going to shun me. And I'm like, oh, God, I can never come over. I was so embarrassed. I apologize, but thank you for loving me.
We love you, always. It just meant it was like your initiation. It was
Yeah.
right. It was
Yeah.
out of the way real quick.
Yeah, I
was
got
telling,
that out.
I don't know. I might have been telling both of you, but I was like, man, because you came around and then Veronica came around and
I think
there
Veronica
was-
and I met on the
there
same
was an
night.
in-betweener that shall remain nameless that came around during that time too. But it was like all three of those days. Sorry, they were looking at me like, who?
I
Because
knew,
it wasn't
I
for
knew.
Tom and it wasn't for Dew. Anyways. But like every single one of those Saturday nights, because sometimes Saturdays can be kind of lame. Like we're old now, we
Yeah.
might just sit around and play euchre or whatever. But like those Saturday nights, like we partied hard AF. Like we were like,
for like the first few months we did. It
I'm
was
telling
like,
you, it was
I
weird
don't
though.
know.
It wasn't even really. We're
It
not
was
even
kind
really
of like
that.
this unsaid like thing, like we have to show these new girls what's
I,
up.
No, I'm serious. I think that's exactly what it is. I don't remember if I told one or both of, or neither of you. I don't know that I felt that way, but I was like, what is this? Just like some unspoken rule? Yeah, that we just
Yeah.
like have to show them like we're fun. We have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we did. We had like the disco lights going and everything.
That was probably the scariest thing. And then after I met
What was the scariest thing?
meeting you guys
Oh,
was
okay.
definitely the scariest thing of the relationship. And then after I met you guys, I met Tom's parents. Like immediately after, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. We're going out
And
to
we were
dinner."
the scariest thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I definitely because you guys
Maybe
are
because there's so many of us.
no, you guys were his buddies. You guys, he talks to you guys. He hangs out with you. You guys are the buddies. I'm good with parents. I think I am. Big Mama, let me know if I'm not. But I think
No,
I'm-
you're very good with them. You
Yeah.
have a Lemire sister as a mother-in-law, and you handle it very well.
Yeah, I think I'm good with them, but I don't know. I mean, I was very nervous. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't nearly as nervous as I was meeting you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
That is a little weird. I feel
Yeah.
like it would be a little more nerve-wracking. But I guess, like, you're right, though, because when you meet someone's parent, like, you don't necessarily have to worry about them, like, loving your personality as much. When you meet a parent, it's almost more like,
Are you good for my son?
My mother-in-law covered me with a blanket at 6 o'clock in the morning on her couch. So
Not only that, like Tom spends the most time with you guys, I feel.
yeah.
So
He
it
definitely
was
does.
important to her that you guys
Yeah.
liked her.
Yeah, for sure.
if you don't get past us, you don't usually last.
Right.
I think I got past it.
Insert the other that
Nah.
will remain
Nah.
nameless, apparently.
Nah.
Nah. I don't like her.
No, she's just here.
So speaking of, like, family and the importance of family, like, okay, so you have moved completely away from family. Like, I've never done that. Sarah's definitely never done. Like, do you think you ever could?
No.
No?
No.
It was definitely a lot easier for me, and I can definitely talk more in detail with that another time. But I was born and raised in Arizona, 16 years of my life. I moved middle of sophomore year to Minnesota, and then I lived there for 5 years, or almost 5 years.
Your sophomore year in high school?
Correct.
Who did you move to Minnesota with?
My parents.
Oh, your parents moved.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yep. And then we moved to Minnesota. Was there for a while, and then I moved here because I wanted to better myself. I didn't feel like Minnesota had much for me at that time anymore. I didn't like Minnesota.
Plus, you like the fact that you can use your hand as a map, right?
Exactly. Yes. No. There was a lot
not
of
joking.
growth.
Lakeport. She says, "So where are we going
Yeah.
camping?
Where are we
here?"
going?
She's
Here's
showing
my
me her
hand.
hand.
Where am I
Show me
going?
here. Where are we going camping?
Because it's just not as cool to, like, a native Michigander.
No,
Which,
said,
I mean, I
can
guess
you
I'm
do
right.
that with Minnesota? She
Probably
says,
not. No, you could do it with a hat though, a chef hat.
Yeah, because everyone just has those.
Right.
Can you please show me where you're going? You probably have a map, Keek.
Pull out your chef hat. No. But I mean, Michigan, there was a lot of growth opportunities for me here, which was a big reason why I moved here. And then my dad was here, and my stepmom and my brother, and I only got to see them every other weekend because my parents were split. So I was like, you know what? It's a good opportunity. I'm going to grow for me, and I get to spend time with my parents, my other parents who I didn't get to spend any time with. So I was here.
Do you like snow?
No. No, I absolutely despise it. So I'm very upset that.
But now that you're here, do you
I love Michigan.
You don't regret your decision at all?
No, not
Do
at
you
all.
like the fact that we have 4 seasons?
I like the
No.
fact that you have
Shush.
3 seasons. I hate snow. That's just the Arizonan in me. Arizonian in me. I hate snow. I'm a lizard.
So you hate humidity then too, right?
No, I don't mind it.
Oh.
No, I love the heat. I love any type of heat. I hate snow. Get me away from
Well,
it. I
Arizona
don't want
heat's
it.
a lot different than Michigan heat.
It
Yeah, I
is.
was gonna
It's
say,
very
is it?
different. There's not many bugs in Arizona. I mean, there's bugs, but you hear like about scorpions. I've never seen a scorpion alive in my life, not once. So, I don't know. There's not mosquitoes in Arizona. There's not like all these weird, creepy, crawly
But they have
things.
more
you
like a
have.
dry heat,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Whereas,
Yes.
yeah.
So
What's-
it's 105 degrees there, but I mean, really, it's like 70 here.
Right,
because
doesn't-
there's no
yeah.
humidity. There's
Yeah.
no nothing.
Right.
There's a lot like mosquitoes are like Arizona's lizards.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you guys lived in Arizona, did you actually use your remote start to turn your
We
air
didn't-
conditioning off?
We didn't have a remote
No,
start.
okay.
I didn't.
I've heard that that's what they use it for.
I mean, I personally never even heard of it until I moved up north. Never even.
I
heard
mean,
of
I
it.
don't have one either. so-
What?
I didn't.
I
I
don't
didn't know what
either,
it was. I was like,
No, but I just meant she'd never heard of it.
I never heard of it. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. And maybe it's because of the fact that I'm not familiar with cars. I don't know how to drive, or maybe it's the fact that we just don't have them in Arizona. I don't know. But
I have a person I work with she's got family in Arizona. It's her favorite state. She talks about it all the time.
it's the best, no doubt.
And she said something about her daughter going to start the car or use the remote starter, and I'm like,
Oh,
For
maybe.
what?
I have no idea.
she said it was 105 degrees out, which means it's like 120 in her car.
Yeah. No, I do remember that if you touch the steering wheel, if you touch the seatbelt, you are going to burn yourself. You will burn yourself.
Oh, wow.
You
See,
cannot walk
holy
barefoot.
crap.
Leather
You will
seats are
burn.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Arizona, you can't have them.
I will take my snow and Christmas tree. Thank you, Heaven.
Yeah. Same here. I don't mind the snow.
No, me neither. I like the
really
snow.
don't.
I've
Not like
spent
Christmas.
a Christmas in Florida. I've decorated a palm tree. I've decorated a golf cart. No, thank you.
Yep.
I'm
I
sorry,
like-
Mom. I love you.
I like winter until Christmas is over or New Year's is over.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
I'm done, and that's when winter starts. And then we have I hate January, February, and March. I love December. I love fall. I love Halloween. I love all of that. I hate January, February, and
I
March.
wish our fall season was much longer because fall is my favorite too.
I feel like it's like literally 2 weeks
It's
and
like
then it's
spring.
done.
It's
It
super
does.
Yeah.
short.
I
Yep.
feel like it's like the end of September through maybe the third week in October. That's
Yep.
pushing it even.
Yep, and then it starts snowing.
And by October, I feel like, oh, look, there's a snowflake.
Yep.
No, my favorite thing about up north is that I've never experienced a fall before. I don't know what.
Changing of the color.
I didn't
Oh
know
my
what that
God.
was. I mean, I've seen it
Yeah.
in movies. I've heard of it. You know, we do like fake pictures of what fall looks like, and you draw the orange leaves, whatever. But in Arizona, you don't experience that. So that's something I really, really love here. Is
Michigan fall is amazing. You have to experience it once in your
Yeah,
life.
I don't think I've experienced it fully.
I think I've experienced it enough. You know where I want to live? San Francisco. 'Cause
I've
it's
never
like-
been.
I feel like it's overrated.
Hey,
It's-
can you send me a postcard when you fall into the ocean?
It's like 72
Yes,
degrees
for real.
all year round. Who doesn't want to live in a place that's 72 degrees all year round?
But then when you start going there and it's 72 degrees, you got your hat and mittens on because you're so accustomed and think it's cold.
Yeah, I'd
don't
have
care.
a winter
Yeah, it's
coat.
true.
I'd have a winter coat in Arizona. But
What?
people think that Arizona doesn't get cold. It gets freezing. Like
At,
you wake
at
up.
night?
I'm sorry,
or
Yeah,
like-
at night.
Okay.
At
What is
night.
your definition of freezing?
Oh God. So
Yeah,
I'm
I do
not-
want to
think
hear that. Yeah.
Maybe in the 30s. Like you would wake up the next morning during the winter, and there would be frost on your cars. And I remember my sister having to scrape
Did
her
she use
windshield
her
with a
debit
credit
card?
She did. Yeah.
Because they don't have snow scrapers in Arizona.
Yeah. No, she
Can
did.
we just
She
take a
used her
moment to hear
card.
the wine? It's gonna
Wine
be-
break.
It's going to be a weird background noise, so I figured I might as well just embrace it. Here you go.
Thanks.
Nikki needed more wine.
I did.
So, what's your guys' take on the no bra movement going on right now?
Keek can rock it.
Is it because I have no boobs?
It's because you have a smaller
'cause I-
version of boobs and you're only 20.
Yeah.
Nikki
Yeah,
and
so
I,
they're-
on the other hand,
Yes.
Y'all have some knockers.
Dude, I can't imagine going braless. I really can't. I'm wearing well, no, not right now, but when I wear a sports bra, I literally feel like I don't have a bra on.
Does that hurt you? I don't understand.
No,
why
it
you
doesn't
put
hurt
no,
me, it's
sports
just-
bras I feel are much more comfortable.
They're comfortable, but I still feel like
you don't have as much support.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay,
it
so
still
it's a support
feels-
issue that you lack. then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, when I like go down the stairs and stuff, my they hurt. But I don't like. I could totally go braless. It just looks kind of weird because my boobs
Well-
aren't good.
You're so dumb.
I actually don't. I don't like nip showing, so I have an issue
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, same here.
I would
Same
rather
here.
have even a lightly lined bra.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with sports bras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Which is
I'm
odd 'cause
definitely
the
fine
new
with
thing,
them.
I like to sleep naked.
Yeah.
I like the sheet just wrapped around me,
Mm-hmm.
which is very odd
Oh, I
considering I
definitely
have two
could not do
kids,
that. I
and I
couldn't do it.
don't. I've never.
You know what, that
I don't
makes
like to
me-
be naked at all. So
That makes
Yeah.
me feel good though, because I always worry about that because I don't sleep naked. I like to have underwear on.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
that's it.
that's it. That's all I sleep in is just the rare occasion I'll have like a tank top on or something like that. But usually it's just underwear. That's how I'm most comfortable. I have my robe on the back of the door. But I'm
Right.
like, man, what am I doing when I have kids?
Emma is a girl, so obviously it's not that big of. She's gonna have the same equipment. It's not an issue.
Right.
Right.
Nolan is 2. He has no idea. But I don't go out of my room. Emma doesn't usually come in unless she knocks her ass.
Right.
So I'm not going.
And then you can like cover up.
right. I'm not gonna go out of my room without a nightgown or
Right.
a robe.
Well, that's something that I have no experience with is like kids and like nudity, I guess. So like, how does that work?
I don't tend to, I guess, cover myself with Emma because she is a girl. I want her to ask questions if she has questions because she will eventually have all of those parts as it is.
Right.
Right.
You know, Nolan's 2. I've never had a boy around. I don't really. Actually, Emma just asked me last night if Daddy and I showered together after watching Ghost Whisperer. She's like, have you and Daddy ever showered together? But the fact that we were married before she was born, I use that, and I use that to my full advantage.
Right.
Because nowadays, a lot of people can't say that. Oh, well, once you're married, you can, do whatever you want. Because nowadays, people
So
don't
is that
get
what you
married.
said to her?
Absolutely.
You said
I said-
That was how you
once you're
answered?
married.
I said, Daddy and I are married. I said, I think, I think we've showered once or twice together. We were trying to be in a hurry, or when we're camping is a big thing.
You said.
Right.
That's a good way to answer it.
It
though.
is, yeah.
It just makes me laugh. Sometimes we're just in a hurry, Emma.
Well, when we're camping, we
Right.
usually have to get back to the campsite. We'll go into the shower and we'll shower together and just get out so that it's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I remember when I was growing up, my mom would walk around naked. She didn't care.
No, my mom didn't either.
No, she did.
Oh, no, my mom did not care.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey,
Mm-mm.
this is what your body looks like after you have 2 kids."
But we literally lived in even when there was 4 of us, we were all girls. We never had men that were around and had to cover up. Or
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like I was always the modest child, though.
You were. And
But
you're
now,
not
like, I don't care.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
I've come a long way. I really have.
You have.
But
I feel like you were like reversed almost. It was like you didn't care when you were little, and then you really cared, and then now you're like returning back to what
it
was.
is what it is. Either you like it or you don't. Get over it.
So, but okay, so we totally missed the point though. So like,
Oh, sorry. Going back to the
well,
no bra
what
moment.
I was gonna say, like, what I find myself doing though when I see a girl with no bra, which I know, like, I can confidently say, I don't feel that a woman should or shouldn't have to wear a bra, because I feel like men don't.
Right.
Sometimes some of these dudes have bigger boobs than some of the girls I see. That's not fair.
Right.
What? That's not fair. But I can't help but have that like slight. I still have that slight thought. Like if somebody came to a job interview without a bra on, or you know what I mean, then I'd be like, that's very unprofessional. But why?
Because it's
Society.
society.
you-
It's
yeah.
what the norm is.
Yeah.
You know, if the norm was, oh, like you don't wear a bra, and then you see a girl with big boobs and she wears a bra because it's supporting her, then they're gonna frown on her because it's unprofessional.
Yeah.
Like I think a woman should wear whatever they're comfortable with. And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Honestly, like sometimes I hate wearing bras, and so I will go out not wearing a bra, and you'll know. if you look at my boobs, but please don't. You know, you'll know.
Please don't.
You could tell when a woman is not wearing a bra. You
Right.
I'm a fan of, like, if I'm ever having a day like that, like a tank top with a built-in bra or something like that. Because,
Yep.
like, yeah, there's a little more pep in my step. But if I, like, put that green sweater, Nikki, that like mint
Oh
green
yeah.
sweater that I like, that is my infamous. Normally, I'm probably not wearing a bra underneath that, because you can wear a tank top, like, with the bra, and then put that over it, and nobody will ever know.
I envy girls that don't have to wear a bra.
But I
and
don't
like,
even know if it's a matter of them hanging
yeah.
inappropriately. It's the fact that I can see your nipples.
But I mean, that's just some women. Like every boob is different. No, I'm
Every
serious.
boob is
Every
unique.
I promise
boob
you, if you're
is
going out in
unique.
the middle of December without a bra, I can see your nipples.
I promise you, not every woman you could. I'm letting you know. And every boob is different, and sometimes.
What if they
obviously-
have inverted nipples, Sarah?
Yeah. What if you
Then
have
what?
inverted nipples,
me one.
Sarah?
I think
Oh no,
for
you don't
me-
want us to do that, because there's this.
Let's
website.
Google it.
No, thank you.
There's this website, and it's like 50 pictures of like messed up boobs or something like that, and there's some fucked up boobs in the
I
world.
think for me,
Like, your
it's-
right might
If I
slightly
had
differ
a size
from your
B or
left.
smaller,
Yeah.
I 100% probably would not wear a bra 90% of the time, especially if I had on the appropriate shirts.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
anything over, a C and higher, I feel like
Yeah.
you need it for your support, for your back. It's only going to help you in the long run. I used to sleep in a bra. Would not sleep without one.
Did you guys ever like look at pictures of like the girls in the 50s? It's like Marilyn Monroe. They used to, like, this was a fashion thing. They used to get beads and they used to sew them into the bra or into the
To
dress
be a nipple permanently.
to have like a fake nipple. Yeah.
Dude,
and that was a
that's
thing.
a thing.
And that's a society thing.
Alyssa Milano,
I'm serious.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yes,
Was there
it's a
even an episode
society
of Friends
thing.
where she didn't have hard nipples?
They
Either one
used
of
to
them?
sew marbles or some form of bead to make it look like a nipple, and it's just a society, like, that's how you're supposed to
And
look.
when they were doing that, they were doing it for sexuality purposes.
Yeah,
correct.
So of
Boobs
course,
are so sexualized.
that is now how
Yeah.
society.
How do you
so that
guys?
kinda
How do you
leads into,
guys?
like,
How do you
the
guys feel
breastfeed.
about the breastfeed
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, Sarah.
I
Mama.
breastfed both kids for about 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan I
public?
did a little longer because I was able to supplement formula in between. But, and I'm not going to say any names because I don't know who listens to these and who doesn't. But I actually had a friend who, while I was breastfeeding Emma, mind you, I was actually covered. I had the blanket over me, but I was breastfeeding her, and this male person was leaning over my shoulder. And he said he was just amazed. He said, breastfeeding is so beautiful. She's like, it's one of the most beautiful things I think I've ever seen. Now, normally you wouldn't think much of it, but it was creepy to me. I don't want some guy.
Right.
Not only it wasn't a matter of looking at me and my breasts, but now he's looking at my baby and sexualizing my baby, who is just trying to eat.
Right.
It was very awkward. And I was pretty covered. I mean, yes, he probably saw the top of my breast, but nothing else.
Right. So it wasn't necessarily like what he said, but how he said
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Like, why would you say anything to me at all?
In general,
or
do
even
you
if
think,
you did, why were you not standing in front of me? Why
Right.
were you
Yeah.
leaning
Like,
over
coming
my
up behind
shoulder?
you.
Right.
I mean, we were outside. We were in public. There were lots of people around me, but it just made the whole thing awkward. Now, I don't think you should sit there and whip your breast out for every person that could, because there are pervs. But you should be able to feed your baby in public if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I struggle with it too, because like, like we sexualize boobs too. Like, when you wear something and like, like your boobs look good and they're like, but like
Right.
you're even sexualizing your own breasts
Yes,
then at
correct.
that point. So it's a really big struggle with me to find that balance, because it's like, how can they be used for both? I feel like it's like
you should have to do for both. There's no reason that you can't take a blanket and cover, or even strategically place your
No.
shirt to where it's not
Right.
out in the open. But you
Right.
should
No,
be able
I
to
just-
do it wherever you want to do it.
I agree.
Right.
Right.
No, I just mean like in my mind, how can I use them for both purposes? Like how in the bedroom can those still feel sexy to me when I'm with my husband, and then them be nurturing food sources when I'm with my kid? It's hard for me to think and split.
I promise you that's not the part of you that's not going to feel sexualized when you have a baby.
Okay, but at least to me, I don't struggle with that part because yeah, it's used for sexual things and it's used to give birth, but like I don't know why I feel differently about it. I guess maybe because like your live child isn't constantly crawling back into your vagina. I don't
it's
feel
only for
like
like a year that they're attached to your boob, and that's if you want to do it that long.
Right.
It's okay.
I have
Yeah,
a question.
I'm just saying I think I'm gonna. I have a hard time now thinking about how I'm gonna find that balance. I hope if and when that day comes that it's something that just comes naturally to me, but it is a concern that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from breastfeeding, what is the purpose of a boob? Aside from breastfeeding, is there any other purpose? Don't say men, because I'll punch you.
No, it's not. So I think that society just made up a purpose.
Exactly. The sole purpose of a boob is for your child, is to feed your child.
Yeah.
That is it. It is just society and men.
Oh yeah. No,
Or
I
women.
100%
So
agree. But
can I ask
I feel like
why
women
we
do
have
it
to
too.
charge $50 for a bra? Because I can tell you right now,
Because people
I
are
can
greedy
find
and
a
they need
man
money.
who will walk behind me with their hands holding them up
Yes.
for cheaper than $50.
Yes. That is so true. Why are they so expensive?
For fabric that will do the exact same
Yes.
thing that a man will do for a fraction
That's
of
why I
the
envy
cost.
girls that do not know how.
Yeah, but
do
bras
not have to wear
don't
one
talk all
because
day long and say
Yeah.
creepy things over your shoulder. That to me is worth $50. Or you could just go braless and save all of the money.
Say
all
F
of the
it.
money.
I think mine is because they're so heavy that they hang kind of low, and I
your
mean,
boobs
it's
hang
seriously.
low?
I
Do
think
they?
that's why I feel so uncomfortable going braless.
Right.
Like besides the nipple thing, I get that, but they hang so low, so you can literally tell right off the bat that I'm not wearing a bra.
Well, how's your back? Because if none of y'all
Oh my
know,
God.
Nikki's got the biggest nungas in the room. So how does your back hold up?
My back, it's hit or miss, but some days I literally wake up and I'm like, holy shit, my back is killing me. And I know it's because I'm top heavy.
Yeah, you carry
Have you
around
thought
like,
about getting a breast reduction?
I have, but it scares me.
Why?
Just the surgery in itself scares me. And then like the afterwards scares me. Like the post-surgery scares
Have you looked
scares
into
me.
it?
I have not.
Oh,
I
was
think it would
wondering
be
if they were
nice-
cheaper if you got them reduced as opposed to getting them enlarged.
Well, I think, or maybe that's just a lift. I don't know. I'm by no means a plastic surgeon, y'all, but like I think that
I'd go braless if I got a lift.
don't you? Yeah, but I think to
Yeah.
have a list, and to have a lift or an implant, I'm not sure about a reduction, but I think you have to have some form of implant in there.
I'm
Really?
not sure.
For a
I-
lift?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I think because
But
they
I think
actually
that-
put something underneath.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know about a reduction. I don't know how that works, but I think that it would kind of like they'll be up there, you know. You could join the braless parade, and they
I
would
could.
just stay put the whole time.
It just scares me. Surgery in general scares me. So
Yeah.
to make that choice just freaks me out. Like it's
Plus
not
it,
something
like,
that I have to
It
do.
completely changes your body. I think that
Yeah.
would be like the biggest point for me, is that like your body will never be the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Gallbladder, appendix, 2 C-sections. Surgery is a piece of cake.
Sarah would say that surgery is like no big deal.
I know.
No big thing.
No, it's nothing.
All right, y'all. So that was the first part of our girl chat episode. Again, it's a two-parter. We're splitting it up for you just because we did talk for so long. We talked for over 2 hours with these girls. So we wanted to make sure that it was still time-friendly, fitting into your week, so that way you had the time to hang out with us. So again, second part of this episode is coming out next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the part 2 with Sarah and Keek girl chat episode with your favorite girls. All that with Nikki and Cat. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. We're doing a giveaway, y'all. Doing a giveaway. You want to tell them about our giveaway?
Yeah. So we're really close to 200 likes. So on Facebook.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a cute little giveaway once we reach that. In order to, I guess, say enter into the giveaway, we just wanted you to
Leave us a review.
Yeah, leave us a review. Share your favorite podcast episode.
Yep. And then, of course, you have to be one of the 200 followers that we have. So if you've done any of the three things, the only thing that we just make sure that you've done all three things over time. So a lot of you have already shared episodes and have already liked us. Then the only key component that you would have to do is to leave us a review. But each entry, in order to qualify, you do have to do all three things.
Yes.
So share your favorite episode. If you have done that already, by all means, please do it again. We would love that.
Yeah.
Leave us a review, because we do want to get that review count up. And then, of course, make sure that you like and follow the page.
Yes.
As always, your love and support means everything to us.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week. Bye, guys.